2, 3. Sometimes it's hard to keep. 4 down, or so -4.
Okay.
And then 2 right.
Okay. So what is -4 divided by 2?
-2.
Okay. That is it. Any questions on that? That's really, really well done.
I'm glad I remembered that that you have to simplify.
Yes. All right. So this is new. I'm going to try to explain this. This has a slope equal to 0. Now let's talk about why that is. So let's first consider that you're going up and to the right. Okay. So when we start at this point on the left here, we are going 0 up. And we're going right 1, 2, 3. 0
Okay.
divided by 3 is 0.
So if I ever got a problem like that where it was just a straight line, would it usually always come out to 0? Because it would be 0 divided by however many.
Yes. Now, more
Okay.
specifically, you do have to say horizontal line because
Oh, yeah.
they're all, I mean, the straight line is like doubling up on the same word. All lines are straight. I'm not sure to be picky on you. It's like that's the word horizontal is really gonna work. Now, let's say you thought, oh, I'm going to go down and to the right because you're like, well, maybe it's different the other way. Where you're going 0 down and 3 right is still 0.
Okay.
Now, not to be
You could do it either
confusing.
way.
Yes. Not to be confusing here, but I gotta grab the other possibility here. Wait, I'm looking for it. Okay. So here's the other possibility. The deep sigh because it's bad. There is no left or right on this one. There's just top and bottom. This is a vertical line. And a vertical line means you're going either, let's just say it's down and to the right first. Actually, let's do up and to the right first. So this is up to right 0, or it's down to and right 0. So in one case, you're starting from the lower going to the upper, and then the upper to the lower.
Okay. Do you have to write it a certain way or?
No, I'm just telling it's the same either way.
Okay.
So division by 0 is really bad in math. Okay, so a vertical line has what's called undefined slope. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you have to remember the difference. You have to remember that a horizontal line has 0 slope. Slope equals 0, and a vertical line has undefined slope.
So hold on, what exactly did it say by the horizontal line one? I just wanted to write it
Let me
down.
draw the two. Let me draw the two of them so you can see them together. A horizontal line has slope equal to 0. A vertical line with horizontal. This is vertical. This has undefined slope. And you just have to know the difference between them.
Okay.
All right. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yesterday we did a bunch of slope between 2 points. If you remember that.
Yeah, we had to find the 2 points of it and then simplify it or something like that.
So for the formula, this is the one where you got to be able to roll out of bed in the morning. When people want to talk to you and then make sure you're lucid. This, you got to know your slope formula. What were you gonna say?
I was saying I wrote that one down too. I was writing it all down on the same page because it's the
Excellent.
order you do it. It's like x1, y1, and then x2, y2, and then they give you the numbers, right, on those
They will.
problems.
So let's have you
Okay.
try number 5 here. Number 5 is 0, 2 and 4, 0. So why don't you start with this one and see if you can determine the slope. I'm going to step away for 30 seconds or less and be right back.
Okie dokie. X1, y1, x2, y2.
Let me know if you have any questions.
0 minus 2 is -2, right?
That's right.
Okay, just making sure. So -2 over 4. Would I simplify that by dividing by
Yes.
2? Would I
Yes.
make that -2?
You just said it's -2
Or
over 4. You divide both of them by 2. It's not, the answer is not -2 though.
oh.
You're dividing the top and bottom by the same number.
Oh wait, yeah, never mind. You're not dividing just the one thing. So -2 divided by 2. Would that be -1?
On the top, what about on the bottom?
2, +2.
Okay. Yes, that is correct. All right. Good job on that. So I need to check something real quick here. Oh boy. All right, so next one on your book there that we could work on here is let's just do 7. 7's a good one. 6, 1 and 0, 3. So let me know if you need the slope formula again, but go ahead and work that out for me, please.
1, y1, x2, y2. Oops. -1. That'd be 2 over -6.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, and then do you move the negative to the top? Or do you
Yes,
divide?
yes, yes, and divide both.
Oh, okay. So you divide them both by 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it would end up being um -2 divided by 2, so -1 over 3. Oh, -2 and 2 and x1 and x2. minus. Mhm. Okay. So 6/-2, and then I would move the negative to the top, so it'd be -6/2, and then
Okay, keep going.
do you divide both of those by the same number, or do you just
Yeah,
divide? You do?
well, so because the bigger number, the number on top is bigger than the bottom, you can just divide, or you can divide the top and bottom by 2. Both work.
Okay. But because the number on top is bigger, would it end up coming out to just one number unlike the other ones?
It does because it goes in evenly.
Okay, so it would be a -3?
It's very good. All right, so I would recommend that you do 4, 6, and 8 on your own at some point. Do you know if the answers are in the back of your book?
I think so, yeah. I think they have the whole answer key in the back.
Do they give you steps or just the answers?
They don't really give you steps, sometimes occasionally on a couple of them, but that's why I kind of like the tutoring is because like they explain it in the book, but it's kind of confusing. They don't really give
Yeah,
you
well,
the
even
steps.
even people that teach this, they don't show you
It's
everything,
kind of
and you,
hard.
and you, and you, and you can't ask questions either. You're like, all right,
Yeah,
all right. Well,
it's hard
so
when
we'll
you
go to
can't
10.
ask questions.
We'll go to 10 in a moment, but before we do, I'm going to draw 2 graphs here. All right, so the one on the left here and the one on the right here. The one on the left has a positive slope. The reason it has a positive slope is because it goes up and to the right. Do you agree with that?
Hmm.
Okay. The one on the right has a negative slope because it goes down and to the right.
So down is negative, up is positive.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at this graph here, and I'm going to color code them, and you're going to tell me whether the slope is positive or negative. So is this one in red here, does it have a positive or a negative slope?
Positive?
Positive, yeah. Now let's look at the one in blue here. Positive or negative slope?
Negative.
Okay. Let's look at the one in green. Positive or negative?
Positive?
Okay.
Okay.
And it goes up and to the right. Now the last one here, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to highlight it. This is a horizontal line. Do you remember what the slope of a horizontal line is from earlier today?
0.
0. Good. All right. So keep that in mind as you answer the following question. We've actually already answered it, but you have to give the right answer to these things. Which of the following lines has a slope of this number? Okay. So
It would be the negative slope, right? Because it's a negative.
okay. So let's just say there was more than 2 lines that had a negative slope. How would you choose between them?
I don't know.
So when you see a slope, then that's something we've not covered. So let me give you a slope here. Let's say I give you a slope of 3/5. This means up 3 right 5. Let's say the slope is -4/3. This means down 4, right 3. So if the slope is -1/2, this means it's down 1, right 2. Let's say the slope is 5/2. This means up 5, right 2. Take a look
Okay.
at those 4 examples and sort of process them and see if you see why the pattern or why I'm writing it that way.
And I have 2 of them are up, 2 of them are down.
Okay, so the 2 that are up, what do you notice is common about them?
There's a 5.
Nothing to do with the 5. Look at the
Oh,
sign. Look at the sign.
they're both positive.
That's right. And we said up and to the right is positive. Down and to the right is negative.
Ne-
Okay, so the 2 that are going down, what do you notice about their slopes?
They're negative.
Yes. All right. So you have to be able to translate this number right here into like I did down in these 4 examples. So could you attempt to do that for me? Could you tell me what this number means in terms of up, down, or to the right, and to the right, up or down, and then and to the right?
Oh, I don't know because there's just a negative before the whole thing. Would
Okay,
it be
so
would it be down 1, 3 to the right?
yes, you got it. So if you go back to my original question, which is like, well, how do you know it's A? If you pick a point on A and you go down 1 and right 3, down 1 and right 3, you're on the graph.
What?
Never mind. Let's not worry about that.
Because you're still
Okay,
hitting the same points.
you're still on the curve.
Okay.
I shouldn't have said that. Sometimes we forget some things. I forget some things when we're working together that make it more difficult than it needs to be. Let's forget about that for a moment here. Line N passes through the points 0, 4, 1, 2, 2, 0, and 3, -2. What is the slope of line N? So this problem is just like 5, 7, and 9 that we've done, or all the other problems where they're giving you 2 points to find the slope. So I want you to pick 2 of the points, and if you need me to, I'll just pick the first 2, and I want you to find the slope.
So y1 is 2. So -2/1.
Okay. So which is the correct answer?
B.
There you go. Good. Excellent. All right. Doing great. So we've basically tackled everything on this page. We didn't do 12. 12, we got to do some other stuff to be able to do 12. But I guess we're ready to move on to a new topic, which we'll do some more graphing stuff here. But I guess it's also an opportunity if you're like, hey, I want to move on to something else in my book here. I mean, we just did practice 8. You know, is there something else? Like what practice 9 look like in your book?
Let's see. Practice 8. 9 goes to slope and equations. Use the slope intercept form to find an equation.
Could you send over a picture of practice 9?
Yeah. Do you want me to send over? I'm going to send over the lesson page and then the questions so you can
Yes.
see how they describe it.
Perfect.
Let me know if these are too blurry too. I think
I think they're okay.
yeah, they just look blurry when I was trying to focus.
They're just uploading now. They are all right. All right, so practice 9.1. Okay, yeah, we can do this now. This would be good to do. All right, so yeah, we're gonna move to a new topic, and I've got to sort of teach a little bit here. So the first thing is we're going to talk about the first equation of a line that you need to know. Okay, so the very first equation of a line that you need to know is what is called y equals mx plus b. The equation of this line is called slope intercept form. Sloped intercept form. Is that okay for the moment? Okay, so it requires two things. It needs a slope and an intercept. Okay. All right, so I'm looking for a problem here, so I don't have to write out all the words, but it doesn't look like I will be able to. Okay, so we're going to do an example here. So in this example, I'm going to tell you that the slope is -3 and the point is 0,4. Okay, and it would say to write the equation in slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. Okay.
Okay.
So here's what we're doing. We're going to write the equation of the line. All right. And then the first thing you do is you take this value of m and you put it in for m. So you write y equals -3x plus b. So I want you to look at these two lines here and recognize that all we've done is put the -3 in for the m. Is that okay?
And I'll be given the M.
Yes. In these problems that we're doing, yes.
Where's the Y and the B come from?
Well, The original equation has all of this in it. You have to fill in the M. You have to fill in the B. You have to find those values.
How do I find the B?
Good question. I'm glad you asked because that's what we're about to do here. So I want you to look at this line right here. There are 3 letters. There are 3 letters here. X, Y, and B. The point is an X and a Y value. X comes first, Y comes second. So we're going to put those values in. 4 is Y equals -3 times 0 plus B.
So would B be 1 because it's no.
Let's
I
work it out
forgot the
here.
minus.
What is -3 times 0?
Oh no, 0.
Okay, so 4 equals 0 plus B.
So B would be 4.
B would be 4. Now here's what you do with that. You go back to this line right here and you replace the B. So this becomes Y equals -3x plus 4.
And is that the final answer?
That's the final answer.
Okay.
So
So you kind of solve it, but then you unsolve it. I don't know.
So let's take a look at what we did. We wrote the equation. We put the value in for M. We use this point to solve it, like you said. Get that B value and put it back in.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try another one here. Let's say I tell you that the slope is -2, and this time it goes through the point 3, 0. So you start by writing Y equals mx plus B.
And then you would turn it into Y equals -2x plus B.
Good. Now,
And
the
then,
first number is X, the second number is Y.
so it would turn into Y would turn into 0. So it would turn into 0 equals -2 and then times 3, because 3 for X, and then plus B.
Okay, so
So
0 equals -6 plus B. Now you can see why we spent all that time learning how to solve equations, because you have to do that right here.
-6 plus B would be,
So how do you undo -6?
you would add 6 to 0.
Okay, so what is the
And
value of B?
um +6? No.
Okay, that goes back into this line right
Oh
here.
yeah, it is. Okay. So the full answer would be y
Equals
equals
-2x plus,
-2x plus, oops, +6.
yes. If you don't have this down in your notes, I recommend you do that because I want to give you some problems to try like this.
Okay.
Couple more here for you to try, and then we'll get some harder ones, but
Y. Okay.
all right, so new problem here. Let's say the slope is -4 and it goes through the point 1, 2. All right, so I want you to give this one a try, please.
So 2 equals negative 4 times 1 plus b. So negative 4 times 1, negative 4. Shit. So could I add 4 to 2 to figure that out?
So you have to be able to solve that equation. I mean, it's a little more, you just said the right thing. So give me your final answer. Whenever you think you've got y equals whatever you're going to say.
Oh no, y would be 2, but I have, so it's 2 equals negative 4 times 1 plus b.
Okay, so you have to be able to solve that. You have to be able to multiply negative 4 times 1 and
Yeah,
then move
and
that
so
to the
that
other
would,
side.
so that's negative 4. And then would I be able to add that to 2
Yes.
to undo it? Okay, so 4,
Yes.
5, 6, so it would be a positive 6, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then now I'm kind of confused. I lost track.
What did we do with the b value?
So it would just be 6?
Well, the b value is 6, but what do you do with it? Like the
Oh,
final
you put it
answer is
back, so it'd be y
yeah.
equals mx, or y equals negative 2. Wait. I thought we were doing negative. No. Okay, negative 4. Right?
Yep. What's your final answer?
Y equals negative 4x plus 6.
That is correct. All right, let's do a couple more. It's good, even though maybe that felt like a struggle, like you were able to work through everything on that, which is perfect. It's what you need to be able to do here. So let's look at first problem from that new practice set here. So same thing. So go ahead and give this one a try.
So y equals mx plus. So negative 2 equals negative 4 times 1 and plus b. And 4 times 1 is negative 4. And negative 2 plus 4. So would b be 2? So the full answer would be y equals negative 4x plus 2.
That's correct. Good. All right, let's do so maybe do one more and then I'll do 3. Doing real well. We've been able to cover, a number of topics tonight, so this is really promising. Same thing here. See if you can work through that. And then, like I said, I'll work through the third one for you. That's a little more difficult.
B So -4 equals 2 times -4 plus b. So 2 times -4 is -8. So I could add that to -4. No. So that would be +4. So would the end result be y equals 2x plus 4?
Like this.
Yeah.
All right, so this one is not correct. So you
Oh.
start out by writing y equals 2x plus b. -4 equals 2 times -1 plus b. How does this look compared to what you have written down?
Oh, I think I got the -1 and the -4. Oh, I don't even have a -1 in this. I don't know how I got confused. I have 2 -4s. I
Okay,
got the
so why
numbers
don't you
jumbled
why don't
up.
you try working it out from the step, and it will affect your b value.
I think I I think I was reading the y as a second 4 for some reason. So -4 equals 2 plus b. -2 times 1, or no, 2 times -1, -2, and it would add it to, so it was b 2, so would it be y equals 2x plus 2?
I believe that's what well, you call it. So this is -2. 2 times -1 is -2. How do you undo -2?
You would add it to the 4,
Okay,
so it's -4 plus +2, so would that end up being -2?
yeah, like that.
So b would be -2, so it would be y equals 2x plus -2.
Yes. So let's have you try another, because I don't know, the arithmetic on this one got a little wonky. Let's have you try another one here. Let's say the slope is -3, and it goes through the point 1, -1.
So -1 is y equals -3 is m times +1 is x plus b, -3 times, would that end up being a positive? No, that would be a -3 still, wouldn't it? Yeah, so
Yeah, why don't you try
-3.
working? Yeah, try working through it as best you can. I mean, I think we're at a point where you've got to take some risks here and just kind of check your work as you go.
1 plus. Is it y equals -3x plus 2?
Like this.
Mhm.
Correct. Right. So that's really good. So I'm going to do the last one for you here to close out for today here. The last one's a little bit off that they gave you in the book there. I'm really kind of surprised they gave this to you. So the slope is -1/3. So y equals mx plus b. Your slope is -1/3. It can absolutely be a fraction. It can absolutely be negative. That's part of
Mm,
the story here. Okay, I know you don't like it. I mean, I don't like it, but that's what
I'm
we
not good
got.
with fractions. Might need to go over
Yeah.
some fraction stuff while going through this.
So yeah, so but the next step is the same. You put 2 in for y, 2 in for y, and -4 in for x. Okay, so this becomes 4/3 plus b. Okay,
Mm,
just go with that for the moment here. We'll talk about that, how that is off to the side. It's -1/3 times -4/1. That's 4/3. Multiply the tops, you multiply the bottoms. Just go with it for now. Now you subtract 4/3 from both sides. So on the left, it's 2 minus 4/3 equals b. Okay.
okay.
So how do we do this? Well, we have to make what's called a common denominator. So 2 is actually 6/3. 4/3 is 4/3. And now you can subtract the top, but you keep the bottom. So you get 2/3 equals b. 6 minus 4 is 2. Keep the bottom, b is 2/3. And just like before, you take that b value and you come back up here. I gotta come way back up here. And you put it in there and you replace. So y equals -1/3 x plus 2/3.
I'm just not sure how to do the fraction operations on that one.
Right. So I chose this one to do at the end here just because we're out of time and I don't know that you're going to get a lot of fractions like this. So
Mm-hmm.
just to see one, but you want to focus on the ones that we've been doing.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to stop there for today.